Galveston's historical Strand district, home of good food, good music and entertainment, cruise ship channels, and of course, craft beer. Hey guys, my name is Jason. This is the Texas Brew Crafters channel, where I talk about all the craft breweries that I can physically attend to, physically visit in the state of Texas. If this is your first time here, click on the subscribe notification down below to keep up with all the different places I go, all the different breweries I visit, and all the different beers I get to try and tell you about. Today, we are at Devil and the Deep Brewing in the historical Strand district of Galveston. This is the only craft brewery in the Strand district right now, but it's not the only place you can get a craft beer. There's a really good place called Brews Brothers where they carry a lot of local crafts, and they carry crafts from other parts of the state of Texas and other states as well. They got about 20 or 30 beers on tap, but a lot more than that in bottles. So if you want to check out a good place to get some food and a different variety of craft beer, go to Brews Brothers, actually on the Strand in Galveston. Right off of the Strand, at the corner of Post Office and 25th is Devil and the Deep Brewing. And today we're gonna get to look around, see what they've got, maybe taste some sample beers, and if we're lucky, get an interview with them. First, we need to get some shots from the inside. So I'm standing inside, looking out, and these are of course garage doors that they open up during the good weather. Looking out at the street. That's 25th Street right there, which if you take it kind of north, it goes towards the, kind of south, it goes towards, the island is kind of at an angle, so it's not really, what they call the West End is actually like the Southwest End. So if you take this road to the south, it runs into the Pleasure Pier down at the ocean, down at the Gulf. When you take it all the way north, it runs in to the ship channel. And the last street before that is the Strand. So this is Devil in the Deep. This is their inside tap room. Again, it's beautiful weather out here today. It's always a good thing to have the independent garage doors inside. And today we're going to taste, I got a flight here, just like I do with these other taproom tastings. We're going to taste their Belgian Saison, their brown ale, their extra brown ale, which is a malty coffee beer, which he says he's probably going to add a couple of ticks to and make it really darker, and that's going to be his year-long porter. And then a German alt beer. So this is the Saison, this is the German alt beer, which was brand new, just tapped this week. This is the brown ale, and this is the extra brown ale, which really kind of looks dark to me already, but we're going to see how it tastes here. Now, I'm not big on Saisons so much, just because sometimes they're a little bit too fruity. And this one's listed as tart. Earthy, spicy fruit ester. Tart and yummy is what he says. I would agree with that. It's not too tart though. I've certainly had more sour beers. This is the German alt. It is non-filtered, which is why it's cloudy. I just talked to him about that. And it's listed as malty full mouth feel, the German fall ale. That's good. I taste hints of maybe apricot. Very light wit beer style is what I would say. Darker than most German beers that I would, of course, if you've ever been to a German beer bar, if you've ever been into an actual German beer bar that they serve German beer, there's about 97 different kinds of German beer. So saying German beer is like saying poker. What kind of poker? Anyway, I would drink this again. This is a good, he calls it a full beer. I'd drink this during the summer. It's 100 degrees outside. The brown ale is malty, slightly nutty, with a hint of chocolate. It's a 5.2% ABV. And the extra brown is also a 5.2% ABV. Let me see, the German is a 5.5%, and the Saison is 6.2%. So the Saison has more ABV, a higher ABV than anything else today. A little bit backwards maybe, just because your darker beers usually have a pretty high ABV. But again, he's calling this an extra brown, not an actual porter, not yet. Definitely malty, slightly nutty. Hints of chocolate, I can't really taste that. I can't taste the hints of chocolate now. I've just tasted these two. Maybe I ought to swig down some water. Definitely nutty flavor though. And the last one is the extra brown, which is probably going to be my favorite. One reason I left it to the last. If you watched my taproom tastings before, I've only done a few of them. Let me reiterate here. The purpose of this channel is not for me to go around and tell you which beers are good and which beers are not good, okay? Everyone's tastes are different. My tastes are not going to align with your taste, are not going to align with his taste, with her taste, with their taste, etc. These are the beers that are the newest on tap. I just got his 5 newest beers. He only has 5 beers on tap right now, so I got a flight of 4. The only one I didn't get was the blonde ale, which I'm not really big into blondes anyway. So, blonde ales, I should say. But the purpose of the taproom tasting is to sample whatever they have that's newest on tap, okay? And if I have 1 or 2 that have been there a long time or that are year-round beers, I'm gonna pick the ones that I wanna drink. But he does not have, currently, today, he doesn't have any porters or stouts. He's gonna turn this one into a porter or stout, and the only thing he has besides these 4 right now today is a blonde ale. So this is the extra brown malty coffee notes, but doesn't have coffee, is how it's described. I would agree. Coffee notes. Most certainly coffee notes. Yep. I would say that the regular brown ale is a little bit more malty than the extra brown, in my opinion. And for a brown ale, for being so dark, it doesn't taste dark. It tastes like maybe a light brown ale, maybe a medium brown ale, something like that. So there you have it. That's the late October of 2018. The newest beers here, Devil in the Deep in the historical Strand district in Galveston. The weather outside right now is perfect. If you get a chance to come down to Galveston, you should visit the Strand anyway. But as I said in previous videos, this is the only craft brewery actually in the area of the Strand district right now. We've got 2 others on the island, Galveston Island Brewing, which I've done several times, and then Beerfoot Brewing on the seawall. I gotta go in there and talk to those guys because I heard rumors that they're actually a bar and not a brewery, even though it says they're a brewery, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure and subscribe below. Keep up with me on Instagram and on Twitter @TXBrewcrafters. See you next time.